Hey YouTube, it is Easy Prepper 101. Today we are going to be talking about prices, fluctuation that I'm seeing with all different types of food here and kind of give you some great options. Stay tuned. All right, so the first part we're going to talk about is kind of what I've been seeing is the price fluctuation with the number 10 cans and even with kind of the single serving ones on the internet and even in retail stores. And just want to kind of give you guys a heads up if you don't know. If you click on the drop down description in the box, I will have a link to a lot of these products if you're able to purchase it through Amazon. And if you do click on that link, all you have to do is sign in your login information. And when you purchase it, I get a little kickback and it helps me out and helps the channel out. So I had some family and friends didn't know what was in the description, so they told me a few times to mention that in this video. So that's my, just to let you guys know. But what I've been seeing, and if you're been looking at the market of the number 10 cans and these single servings, is the price fluctuation is, I think, more volatile than the stock market, because I bought the chili mac here for $38 and I think like 95 cents. And when I bought it, it said it could take a month or two to get, and a week later I got this. Well, I went back 3 days later just doing some more research on Amazon, and the same product was up to $52 and then even up to like $62. And then about a week and a half later, it was back down to like 45, and then it was back down to 38. So I know with Mountain House, I'm not sponsored by any of the items that you're going to see here today. I'm just giving you what I'm seeing by going out and purchasing stuff, that if you try to buy stuff from actual Mountain House's website, they're completely sold out of their number 10 cans, the individual packets, everything. You might be able to find stuff at Emergency Essentials or Amazon, which is where I was actually able to buy this. And I've made some other purchases that I've been able to get. There was actually stuff, they actually had chicken actually on Amazon, so I made a purchase of that. But if I actually went to Mountain House's website, they didn't have that. But the biggest thing you have to worry about is the price for everything. Do your research, see what it is, see what it costs through Mountain House on their website, and then versus what you're seeing on Amazon, because there could be a price difference to where this was actually cheaper to buy on Amazon than going through Mountain House. But then when the price really shot up for like the chicken, the ground chuck, and the steaks they have, it was actually more cheaper to buy from Mountain House versus Amazon. So you're going to want to do a lot of research into looking into the price line of these products, because even these have gone up by like $1 and $2. So you're going to want to make sure that you're doing strategic looking on the internet, on Amazon, their websites, and seeing what you're going to get the best bang for your buck. Because right now I see the prices are still going to go up through the roof, and they're probably going to drop back down like the stock market. Now, I'm going to give you some examples in a little bit later on in the video of some ways to kind of help, if you can't buy the number 10 cans or these pouches, give you some better options. All right, in this section, we're going to give you some helpful hints of what you might be able to do if you cannot find the number 10 cans. I actually have a little cheat sheet back here of some price points that I can kind of help you with at this date and time. If you wanted to get the chicken breast chunk, which is 12.5 ounces, and it's the same as the Costco brand, you can get a flat of 12, and you really can only buy it on the app. So that's one thing you need to buy. You can't go in the store and buy the flat of it. It's only on the app, and you can get a 12 count for about $19.94. I live in Ohio. If you're really looking at getting it, you're probably going to want to check it probably once a day. Now, we also have the Costco brand here, which is a 6 count, and that price range can be somewhere between about $14.95 and up to $17.95 for a 6 count. Now, you're going to say, well, it's cheaper to go with the Walmart brand, and I totally agree. But the one thing that me and my wife do, and some of my other family members, we test this stuff out to see what do we want to eat in a situation. Yes, there's a big price point difference, but since we kind of have a nice group together, we're able to maybe spend a little bit more money, like getting the Costco brand. What me and my wife did was with the Costco brand and the Walmart was We made like chicken nachos, we made like chicken and rice, just to try to see what were we gonna like more. And what we ended up picking out was the Costco brand. So some people are gonna say, well, it's cheaper to go with that, but for us, we kind of like this brand and this is what we're gonna go to, but we're not putting all of our baskets just into chicken breast. There's other stuff you can go out there and find. Now, we have a lot of different Keystone brand. Now, the great thing about the Keystone brand here is this one right here is 2227. So you're looking at a 5-year shelf life for this stuff. And I can definitely say this is made here in the United States and it is a good brand, from the pork to the beef to the chicken to the turkey. One of my friends I talk with a lot, he likes having the turkey around because, you know, if there could be a time where you can't get turkeys in the grocery stores, and guess what? If you at least have some like this little turkey in a can, you can still have yourself a Thanksgiving dinner. All you gotta do is get the mashed potato and corn or whatever. But having these is a great thing that has for 5 years. And my wife has come up with great concoctions of everything, to from the beef to the pork to the chicken stuff, which are really good and healthy to have. Now, the price point for all of these is the beef, and this is through the Walmart app, and Walmart is the cheapest place you can get the Keystone stuff from. Now, if you go to Kroger or even Walmart, or I'm sorry, Kroger and Mylar, the price point is going to be a little bit higher. So the beef is $9.48 at Walmart. I know for a fact at Kroger's, it is almost like $1 more to maybe $1.25 more, depending if they're having a sale. The Keystone pork is $7.42 at Walmart, and I know at Kroger is about $8.99. The chicken at Walmart is $7.48. I think the chicken is around like $8.50. I think at Kroger they kind of keep changing it. And the turkey at Walmart, which is probably their cheapest and is really good, is $6.89. Now, just to let you know, for all of these, this is a 28 ounce of pork, which is 1 pound. So, 1 pound, 12 ounces that you're going to get of pork, beef, chicken, and that. And these are great suitable because a lot of the number 10 cans are kind of going away. One recommendation you can do is if you're maybe trying to save money and you're not going to be spending money on this, you can always can your meat, your ground chuck, your chicken. Do what you need to do. Some people don't have a canner. Some people maybe don't even have time to do that. So this is one option that I would recommend you doing and stocking up on, and really look at the apps to see where you're going to get the best bang for your buck. And now we're going to show you one more trick. What I have right here is the Wallaby Mylar food storage bag. The great thing about this is you can put a lot of your dry stuff in there. And I'll put a link in the description if you're actually interested in buying these. I think you can get like a 75 count with the Mylar bags, also the oxygen absorbers, the name tags for a really good price. Also too, there'll be a code in there you'll be able to put and also be able to save some money. I also know Wallaby has some newer products out there that are almost like Ziploc bag. So definitely check those out, because that's great, because then with this, the way this Mylar bag is, you kind of crimp it with a clothes iron or a food saver bag just to kind of seal it up. Having that little Ziploc bag thing is going to be really good. So if you wanted to get into it, you don't have to like worry about, okay, this is 5 pounds. We're going to be eating 5 pounds of rice for, the next week or two. So this is a good thing to have, are these Mylar bags, because you can get rice in bulk, especially if you have a Sam's Club or a Costco. And knock on wood, at our Costco, all the different types of rice that they have pallets and pallets of it. I know depending on where you live, they might not have a lot of the rice and other dehydrated stuff out there, or pasta. So keep that in mind when you're at Costco and Sam's Club, that if you're able to buy in bulk and you're able to freeze, put this in these Mylar bags, all you gotta do is just put them in a 5-gallon bucket, put the lid on it, and these are gonna be good for another 20 plus years. So all in all, these are just some tips to try to help maybe get you through this tough time, because it is hard to try to find product on shelves, especially if it is, the number 10 cans or this individual servings. But getting some of these options that you can have is a great thing to make sure that if there is, another pandemic, or if there is a food shortage that we've been kind of hearing about, you're going to want to make sure you can prep up on this. Now, the one thing I want to make sure I mention, and hopefully you stuck with this video, is that if you go online and do some research, and I've talked with some of my friends where some of the companies that make the number 10 cans are kind of having problems getting some of the proteins, as you see here, that in these smaller cans, like the pork, the chicken, the sausage, bacon, and stuff like that, that there is a little bit of supply shortage. And I've seen it from about a couple different sites, and people are talking about it. So if that's the case, then buying these smaller cans like this, and buying the chicken in a can, and then buying your pasta, and then putting it in the Wallaby Mylar bag is going to be something you're going to want to do to stock up on. And also too, if you're going to buy fresh ground beef or chuck and you're going to can it, that's definitely another way you can do too, is if you have a canner. So you can be creative. Look what you can try to do to 3, 2, 1. Be creative and try to see what you can do to create more food for you and your family, and trying to save money. Me and my wife, we talk about it all the time, especially when we go to the grocery store. We're always maybe adding one more thing here, or adding this. One thing you can do is if you are on a very strict budget, which a lot of us, are on strict budgets and stuff, what I usually do is when we go grocery shopping, we'll pick up maybe one of these Keystones every time we go to the grocery store. Every paycheck, hey, buy, if we like the Costco chicken in the can, buy one of those. Also too, you can also get ravioli in a can. I've talked about it in the past with some of my videos, to where those have a shelf life of about a year or two. You can get those, just get a whole bit different kinds of those ravioli in a can, and that will help break up the monotony of you always just eating the basic food groups and stuff. Yes, not as healthy, but you want to try to create good things for you and your family, so you're not breaking the bank. And that's what this video is, to try to help you out, to try to stretch that buck if you're able to do that with some of these items that I have here. There's been some great videos out there of people talking about doing the different types of chicken and beef and stuff. Me and my wife, like I said, love the Keystone and stuff, is what we prefer and stuff like that. Anyways, write in the comments below what you guys think, if you guys are kind of seeing the same trend with the number 10 cans and even with the single servings, and what kind of options are you doing? Are you buying like the Keystone stuff? Are you buying other name brands? I really like to hear that in the description down below. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and we will catch you guys down the road.